subway system in Manhattan, part of the experience here in New York. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the New York Knicks here in New York. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sidelines. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Capella.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Reddish out there with Trae Young, and it's Capella in at the center. And for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Dennis Smith is out there with Barrett, and it's Harkless in at the small forward position. And tonight's game may be won or lost on that front line, Smitty. What makes for an effective front court tandem, do you think?
I think, first of all, if that tandem can switch on pick and rolls, that tandem can shoot the basketball and also make plays somewhat like a guard. But the biggest thing is if they can rebound and able to guard smaller guys, this will make them great.
Interesting. 6 to shoot, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Okay, incredible body control, the will to complete the play. Young with the potential and one.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
In his rookie season, a rough start shooting the ball for Trae Young. He came on down the stretch in a big way.
Young with the steal. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That's what Trae Young does best defensively. He has quick hands for the steal, and he ignites the break.
And some new records for Trae Young, the first rookie in NBA history with over 45 points and 15 assists in a game.
Kevin, also the 4th rookie since the merger to post 3 consecutive 35 points games. The others, Bernard King, Michael Jordan, and Allen Iverson. That's the company you want to be in.
Here's Reddish. After R.J. Barrett's bucket, Collins good.
Known for his play in and around the post, Collins can also get it done shooting jumpers off the catch.
Now Harkless. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. For Atlanta, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Smith against Young. Here's Capella. Robinson with the block. Here's Barrett. Good on the triple. Barrett's got 5 points so far.
And, well, like a lot of young players, Barrett's working hard to become proficient from range.
Young taking his time here. Over Smith. They get it back. And Collins is right there.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Smith the pass to Barrett. Now here's Harkless. Defense is right there. Top of the key. That one wide left.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Young against Smith. Young drives in, and the dunk by Capella.
Few people see the floor as well as Trae. If you're open, he'll find you.
Knicks trail by 6. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach David Fizdale. He said a big key for them will be containing Trae Young. Coach said he can be streaky, but when he heats up, his deep range makes him tough to defend. Kevin, make that almost impossible to defend.
Thanks, David. Atlanta leading by 6. Here's Reddish. Randall grabs the board.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Barrett, no good. The Hawks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Never one to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Barrett kicks to Smith, and Robinson wide open. He shoots. Barrett, it's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Lakers.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Robinson pulls it in. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 6-point game. Harkless kicks to Smith. Back to Harkless. New York needs to get off a shot. Doesn't go for him. Collins with some nice D. The Hawks leading by 6. Here's Hunter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Smitty, once again, teams are switching defensively more than ever. As a side benefit, does that help defenders, you think, preserve some energy and some stamina for the game?
Yeah, I think it does, Kevin. I really think if you have the personnel to be able to switch. Some teams don't, and I think they're copycat leagues. And you see the championship level teams switching, so you think you can. There are some teams, they just got to flat out come out and trap, rotate, and understand, give up shots to guys that you don't shoot a high percentage and live with that, because sometimes, especially big guys, they put them on an island, and it's just not fair.
Good point.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
That one misses. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Now, here is Smith. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
The Hawks leading by 5. Here's Young, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Harkless with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Young against Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Young outside. Passes it to Hunter. The shot, no good. And New York the other way now. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Young against Smith. From 8. And Young with the nice bucket inside. Young's got 9 points.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it.
Smith the pass to Robinson. Here's Randall, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Collins.
With the new contract, Julius Randle looking for stability. Wasn't considered part of the Lakers' future. He showed in New Orleans he's worth betting on.
Shooting two.
That free throw good from Randall. And the Lakers not extending Julius Randle's contract. Smitty, they wanted to save some money for other players.
Yeah, you're right. And last season, Julius Randle averaged over 20 points a game. He has something to prove. He made his case and earned this new deal.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Bobby Portis has checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Kevin Knox comes in for Harkless. And it's Payton in for Dennis Smith. Both free throws good from Randle.
When it comes to addressing his weaknesses, the right hand, the range, Randle has put in the work.
Teague against Payton. The pass to Barrett, takes the three. Bembry with the rebound. For Atlanta, they come in off the loss to Los Angeles. Teague the pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
And so here is New York. They trail by 7. Stripped it away. And now here comes Teague leading the break. Here's Bembry. Great D that time from Payton.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Randall no good. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And finish off by Collins.
John Collins is one of those guys. When he leaves the floor, he just keeps going up.
Here's Payton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Outside Portis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the former Razorback, Bobby Portis, took a few years to find his spot in the NBA. But now he does produce.
And great big man to bring in off the bench. Good size and quickness combination, and will always give you scoring with that second unit.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting. When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Teague surveying the D. In the corner, Herter with it. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Knicks trail by 9. Payton outside. Pass to Dotson. Outside Portis. Clock at 6. And stolen by Jeff Teague. Pass to Herter. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And it's an 11-point Hawks lead.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Payton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes to Knox. Back to Payton. Outside Portis. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
Bobby Portis has the ability now to hit shots on all 3 levels.
Now here's Teague. He had 25 points last game. Over Payton. Good D by Payton.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Damian Jones is checked in for John Collins. Knicks trail by 9. Here's Dotson. Here's the teardrop. And Jones sends it back. Here's Bembry. Out to the right wing. Right side Teague. To the inside. Jones. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Gibson. Here's Payton and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon. Hard to get your shot over that.
New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. The pass to Dotson. Payton against Teague. Here's Dotson. 8 points his last outing. Shot clock at 5. New York, no good that time either. The Hawks leading by 9. Here's Bembry. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Knicks shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Payton attacking. Dedmon with the block. They retain possession. Dotson gets the bucket. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Teague, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And last year, a tough one for Jeff Teague. Just couldn't put together his normal level of play.
You know, Teague missed some games with injury, but his shot just wasn't consistent. His passing and playmaking were as strong as ever, but you just couldn't rely on him to score.
No good on that one.
And as you would expect from the way he plays, Teague is a terrific free throw shooter.
And the second free throw, good. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Dotson. Shot clock at 6. Floats one. Rebounded by the Hawks.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Bembry misses. Knicks trail by 8. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. Here's Dotson. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That's the kind of energy Gibson gives you, destroying opponents on the glass. Tough to box this guy out.
Outside Teague. Over Payton. A nice shot by Teague. And the Hawks lead by 8.
This is what you do when your opponents try to take away the 3 and the painted area.
And so it's John Collins making highlights for the Atlanta Hawks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she bears herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Hawks, we've got Dwayne Dedman. Teague out there with Bember. Then it's Jones. And it's Herter in at the 3. Steve, Kobe Bryant said that growing up in Italy gave him a huge advantage learning the fundamentals and the tactics of the game. Do you think Europe's better at developing players than the United States?
You know, I don't think they're better. I do think their system at times for certain players, they get into a system of working on their game. And I wouldn't just say fundamentals from an early age. And a lot of those guys are being able to practice with pros at an early age. I think it comes down to individuals, and also I think a lot of these parents and kids, you have to understand it starts off of making a layup versus making a 3. So I don't think the Europe is doing it better. I just think a lot of times right now we're looking at some of those European players, and they're coming over ready to play from day one versus some other players.
And both free throws good from Gibson.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Herter. There's the triple. It's rebounded by New York. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Passes it to Payton. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. The shot, no good. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Atlanta. They've led by as many as 11 points. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisitions.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
Atlanta leading by 9. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Kicks to Dedman. To the left wing. Here's Herter. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Payton. And Jones sends it back. And he's able to get it back. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Barrett.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
That's good from Payton. Greg Elfrid Payton's continued to improve his game, and so far so good.
Yeah, a marked improvement in long-range percentage. Good size and defensive potential as well. He's knocking down shots We might have something in Elfrid Payton.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Bobby Portis. Reese Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. And it's Dennis Smith in for Damian Dotson. And he missed half of last season with injury, but when he played, Elfrid Payton opened some eyes.
He did, Kevin. Career highs in rebounds and assists. His best percentages from the free throw line and three-point range, showing his growth as a shooter.
Now here's Payton after Clint Capella's miss. Smith the pass to Robinson. Poked loose. Fast break, here they come. And here we go. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Julius Randle's checked in for New York. Barrett comes in for Payton. On the free throw, no good. And of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the three well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up, really 1 through 5.
Harkless with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Smith with the ball. That shot is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And now the Knicks on the break. Rejected by Young.
You might ask, how is Trae Young blocking shots? The awareness and the activity level. That's how.
And a fast break now for New York. Randle's running. They shoot again. And they convert at last on attempt number 3. Randle's got 6.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
It's Jones on the wing. Lets it go. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Hawks lead by 9. And here's Smith. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Now, Hunter. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
Incredible night for Trae. Has direct involvement in nearly every facet of this offense.
Knicks trail by 14. Bounce pass, Smith. Here's Barrett. They can't stop the run with that one. The Hawks have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Reddish. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jones has got his second bucket of the night.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Now here is Smith. Outside Robinson, 6 to shoot. Here's Randle, and Jones sends it back. Robinson against Young. From deep, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Young's got 17 now.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Well, the spotlight usually is on the head coach. But Smitty, what makes for a great assistant coach on a staff in your eyes?
Well, I think when he have a great relationship with the coaches and also he has a great relationship with the players. I also love the assistant coaches that are very detailed, and also some of those guys, they have great insight on what a coach can see. It's still a team, and there's some great assistants out there.
And the Hawks making a change here. Collins is checked in. Nice shot by Smith.
A nifty ball handler with some crafty moves. Smith Jr. knows how to create scoring opportunities for himself.
Now, here is Young. 17 points in the game. Capella inside. Robinson on him. And it's Capella missing.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now, here is Young after R.J. Barrett's miss. And Young, here we go. Hunter, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. Knicks trail by 17. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader,
Take a break.
and he's proven to be a winner.
And he makes the first. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
Both good from the line that time.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
Now, here is Young. Capella with it. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Well, some great passers have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. R.J. Barrett, fourth.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 16-point game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Smith outside. Randall against Collins. Randall passes to Harkless. That shot off. Good work defensively by Capella. Young drives in, and he gets the bucket. Young's got 19 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Knicks trail by 18. Smith the pass to Harkless. He kicks it to Robinson. The pass to Barrett. Tipped away.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Now, here's Hunter, defended by Harkless. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
You look at Smith. His athleticism is off the charts, and it doesn't go unnoticed, as you can see by how high he is in the dunk contest voting.
Yeah, and the fans want him. I think the media wants him. Heck, he wants to be in, so I'm glad that he's in a position to take part.
So there you go, and as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
For the Knicks, Bobby Portis is checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And Kevin Knox is subbed in for Harkless. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Reddish. A big man who was forgotten about during free agency, Randall could be an impact player for the Knicks.
And Knicks missed out on the marquee names they were after, but Randall should give them great production for quite some time. Not a huge name, but a young talent that can help this team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Both free throws good from Randall. The Hawks leading by 18. To the left side wing. Hunter kicks to Young. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Barrett slams it in.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the mindset of Smith. Solid at running the offense and finding his teammates who are open.
Now, here is Young. 19 points in the game. And Teague has it in the corner. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on R.J. Barrett.
Teague is just so elusive on the court that he'll catch you leaning and force you to pick up a foul.
He's off on the first. Dotson's checked in for New York. Elfrid Payton comes in for Smith. Then for the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Kevin Huerter comes in for Hunter. And DeAndre Bembry's subbed in for Trae Young. And he sinks the second. Now here's Payton. Outside Portis. Randall left side. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
It's deflected. Here's Dotson. Dedmon with the block. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Left side, Portis. Rebound, Atlanta. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Bembry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Inside. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 19.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Hey, yo, right here.
Teague against Payton. Goes up on the wing. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
And Teague's got the ball here for the Hawks. In the corner, Herter with it. 1:25 left in the first half of the game. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. For the finish. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Here's Portis. 8 points his last outing. 1:09 left to play in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Knox. Elbow shot. Misses off the right iron. The Hawks leading by 17. Ball stolen. .43 seconds left now here in the second. The shot, no good. Outside Teague. Pass to Bembry. Back to Teague. Shot from the wing. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Teague's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that is a shot Teague loves to take whenever he gets a look at the rim.
Payton surveying the floor. Left side, Portis. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dotson. Rejected by Teague.
And who would have thought it would be Teague to send that shot away? Great block.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Hawks on top, up 19. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He ended up with 19 points, 2 steals, and 1 block. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
More spectacular play by Trae Young. It's not just the skill set. It's the instincts of the game. Makes quick reads, and he's decisive.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett is out there with Dennis Smith, and it's Harkless in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
I tell you what, Smith has one of the best first steps I've seen in a long time. This guy is outstanding in terms of how he explodes.
Here's Young, following the score by Dennis Smith.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Knicks trail by 19. Here's the floater. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Hunter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
For Atlanta, they have made 5 of 10 free throw attempts, a lot of misses.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Hunter. And so he makes both from the line. Knicks trail by 21. And here's Smith. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Now Barrett from deep three-point range. The rebound by Young. Robinson, that's good.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Atlanta leading by 19 points. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. The promising point guard was traded to the Knicks, and Smith said it was important. It's a big opportunity, and I've just got to make the most of it. Well, Kevin, we know one thing. In New York, the ball is back in Smith's hands.
And, D.A., that's when he is at his best. Thank you. The free throw off from Smith. And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Kevin, he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
Robinson with the block. Randall with the ball. 8 points for him. He lobs it up. It's tipped. Robinson passes to Barrett. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And that's 13 points for R.J. Barrett.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
And here comes Smith leading the fast break over Young. Here's Robinson. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Robinson's got 4 points this quarter. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Kicks it to Capella. Now here's Reddish. Guarded closely. No good, unable to end this run. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Knicks trail by 13. Now here is Smith. There's the dish to Randall. No good from outside.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Young's shot is off.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Here's Barrett. 13 points in the game. Robinson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the line for him here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And that one misses. Jones checked in for Atlanta. Good on the second free throw. Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more, home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend so much time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both, the home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there.
Down low, here's Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. A shot by Reddish, no good.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Barrett, no good.
He has gone ice cold this quarter, obviously not helping their cause.
Trying to end the drought. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Robinson. Smith outside with the teardrop. Good work defensively by Jones.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
The Hawks have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 9-1 run. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Barrett. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Barrett's got 15 points.
Man, sometimes it feels like Barrett wants it more than anyone else on the floor.
Young inside, covered by Smith. Capella kicks to Young. 5 to shoot. A beautiful reverse layup. Young's got 21.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
And here's Smith. 8 points for him. The feed now to Randall. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Reddish. Back to Jones. He dishes it to Young. Now Hunter. And the pass to Reddish. Over Harkless. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And that one falls for Barrett. For the Knicks, Gibson comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And Kevin Knox is subbed in for Harkless. Then for the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Damian Jones. And it's Teagan for Reddish. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Hawks leading by 12. Teague with the ball. He's got 9. The shot from the low post is good. Teague's got 11 points.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
New York calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Gibson after the made shot from Jeff Teague. Randall passes to Smith. Second shot opportunity and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
We're getting used to this sight. Julius Randle going to the line. Each year, he just becomes harder to defend.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
He misses the free throw. Peyton, he's checked in for Dennis Smith. And he's good on the second. Here's Teague, 11 points in the game. Pass to Young. Back to Teague. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Knicks trail by 15. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Well, you knew it was going to take some time for Kevin Knox, but Greg, at the end of last season, he began to show flashes of what he could do.
You could almost see the game starting to slow down for him about halfway through the season. Consistency is something all rookies struggle with, but it hit Knox especially hard. Fortunately, that is something that passes with time.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Plenty of space. Misses off the left iron. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Outside Portis. Back to Dotson. Beyond the arc. The shot will not fall. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Teague. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the paint. Knox. Trying to get open is Gibson.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Now here's Teague. He's guarded closely to the middle and stolen by Portis. And a fast break now for New York. Dotson gets the bucket. Dotson's got it back down to within single digits for New York.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now, here is Young. He's got 21. And it's blocked. Here's Dotson. He kicks to Barrett. Pass to Knox. The baseline J. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got 6 rebounds now in the game. From deep. Young's shot is off.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second. No one on him. He committed to fading away. Probably could have taken more time with that shot.
Trying to get something going. Knicks with the rebound. Portis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. That one goes in. Dotson's got 4 this quarter.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
Outside Teague. Dishes it to Dedmon. Young in the corner. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Hunter kicks to Young. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Young's got 23.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Knicks trail by 9. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He is taking some low percentage shots, and it's killing the flow of their offense. More motion, more ball movement. That should lead to better looks for him and for the entire team.
So for the Knicks, Harkless is checked in for Kevin Knox. And it's Dennis Smith in for Damian Dotson. Then for the Hawks, John Collins, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Kevin Huerter comes in for Hunter. And it's Bembry in for Young. Now here is Smith, 8 points for him. And he comes up with the deuce. Smith's got 10 points.
Getting more comfortable shooting from inside. Even though Smith Jr. is smaller, he knows how to score in the paint.
Teague against Smith. Fires from 18. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
Now here's Teague. Following the missed shot by Dennis Smith. And Gibson sends it back.
Gibson is in there to get dirty on defense. His shot blocking is exceptional. Can't be careless around him.
Well, few players in the NBA are as scary as Dennis Smith Jr. when he has speed towards the rim.
Smith just attacks with a ferociousness when he puts the ball on the floor. It can leap out of the building and strong enough to dunk over and through just about any player. Still developing the rest of his game, but you like his aggression when going to the hoop.
Second free throw, no good.
And you know, known for that rim-rocking dunking ability. Smith Jr., though, a special talent. This is a guy who wants to keep getting better over time.
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That is his first foul of the game. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft, Greg, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Number 5, the Hawks.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
First free throw is good. And so Teague gets 2 free throws. Knicks trail by 8. Smith right side. Passes it to Barrett. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by T.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Bembry the pass to Herter. And there's the pass to Bembry. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Bembry, and he throws it down hard with 1 hand.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Smith against T. Pass to Herter. Misses there. And so it's Atlanta in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The Hawks leading by 8. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. The big men are Collins and Dedmon. Teague out there with Bembry. And it's Herter in at the 3 spot. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Shot from the inbound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Dennis Smith.
And I love that Teague didn't slow up when he got inside and went right in and drew the foul.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Teague. And he makes both free throws. Knicks trail by 10. Now here is Smith. The 11-footer. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Bembry the pass to Collins. And he lays it straight in.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact.
The Knicks shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Bembry the pass to Herter. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Down low. Bembry misses.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off. And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it. Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
A difficult situation for New York. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Gibson. Clock at 6. Smith for 3. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. It's taken away by Smith. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and that one good.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Teague against Smith. Capella. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Bobby Portis.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Bobby Portis. And Julius Randle subbed in for Taj Gibson. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Reddish is checked in. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Knicks trail by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Herter. Misses the layup. And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Hunter's checked in. Knicks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Smith. The shot comes out. Great D that time from T. The Hawks leading by 13. Here's Hunter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
New York shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Smith. Knocks down the 10-footer.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Passes it to Capella. Outside Collins. Here's the 3. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 16. Kicks to Robinson. Shoots a fader. Barrett, no good. For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Reddish. Some solid defense from Robinson.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now here is Smith. It's rebounded by Teague. Teague's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Robinson comes to help. Collins finds Teague. It's tipped.
This has to energize Barrett. He needs to keep bringing this type of intensity to the defensive end.
Here's Randall. It's deflected. Here's Robinson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And that one falls for Robinson. And here is Teague. The pass to Capella. Back to Teague. He feeds it to Capella. Over Robinson. And it's Capella missing. Knicks trail by 13. Smith surveying the D. Knocks it loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Teague. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets.
In that matchup against the Bucks, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Here's Harkless. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Now here's Reddish. Tight defense on him. And easy 2 points on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 15.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Now here's Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Robinson. In the corner, Smith with it. And the Knicks miss again. Atlanta leading by 15. Now Teague. Pass to Hunter. He kicks it to Reddish. Hawks passing it around. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Collins passes to Hunter. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Robinson.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception.
Smith dishes to Harkless. Randall right side. Now here's Harkless. He's guarded closely. Robinson for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Randall kicks to Smith. Three-pointer. Collins grabs the miss. Collins is Atlanta leading by 15. Teague with the ball. In the corner, it's Hunter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Julius Randle picks one up.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Hunter. Good on both. Here's Smith. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Trae Young.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Without his heroics here tonight, this could have been a second straight loss for them. But he was sensational, and instead of a losing streak, he may have them headed in the opposite direction now. Now here's Harkless. Passes to Barrett. Kicks to Smith. Randall outside. Shot clock at 6. Can they get it? The Knicks rebound.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
New York, no good that time either.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. 19-point game. Feeds to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
So it's the Knicks now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Robinson against Capella. Here's Barrett. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. The Hawks leading by 21. In the corner, it's Hunter. Inside. And Reddish, the bucket on the assist by Hunter. And that's 11 points for Cam Reddish.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now, here is Smith. And for a team schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's the reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
Here's Harkless up and in on the layup. Harkless has got his first points of the game.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
T kicks to Reddish. In the corner, Collins with it. There's the pass to Smith. That one doesn't go. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And Teague has it in the corner. Puts up a 3. They get the rebound. Capella, the pass to Reddish. Can't cash in from close range. Knicks trail by 21. Smith outside. Looking to get it going. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
and have to be very careful when you're on Smith Jr. He doesn't back down from the contact.
That free throw missing. Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
You know, I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up and up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
He hits the second from the line.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
Teague against Smith. Pass to Fernando. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Teague. Robinson with the block. Carter against Smith. A rebound by Carter.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hawks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Trae Young.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Yeah, Kevin, I haven't, but I've bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
And he sinks the second. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Got a piece of it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. For the Hawks, Graham's checked in, and it's Carter in for Reddish. .56 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Bullock. Here's Trier. Teague covering. 6 to shoot. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Knox, he's checked in for New York. .35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Trier with the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Capella. Carter outside. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And it's Graham missing. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.